Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday morning's Messages of Love from Above. I hope you're had a great weekend or are having a great weekend. It depends on where you're at in the world. You might be already done. So welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Let us get my desktop set up real quick here. All right. Sorry, let's get it done here. All right, there we go. My hair's doing something fun right there. Nice. All right. So YouTube says we're live. So that is a good thing there. All right. So hello. Let's start by bringing some love into the world. So let's grab my singing bowl here. As I wreck it all over the place here. So if you'd like to join me, whether you're watching live or on replay, we can all join together and send love out to the world. Whether you're watching live or on replay, because it's the energies outside of time and space. So we can always, at any time, join together to send love out to the world. So we'll start by taking a big, deep breath and come back to right here, right now. Beautiful. And then we will hit the singing bowl like 3 times. And we just imagine that love flowing down into us, filling up our heart, our minds, our bodies, our world, and then flowing out to the rest of the world as well. So here we go. Beautiful. She's singing up a storm today. All right. Just put this away real quick. All right. So hello. Hey, Sean G. Oh, great. I'm glad that you got that. Hey, Nelia. Jeep. And Happy Pill. Nidia Sarvaya. Hello. So thank you guys so much for being here and for all the wonderful love that you guys share. If you're new to my channel, welcome. We got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor. So welcome. If you saw the video coming in, can you believe that we're like in the last day of June already? I can't believe. So here we are halfway through the year, kind of, and so we're starting the next half of the year. But because it is the last day of the year, that means tomorrow, YouTube gives me 10 free Zen Cricket memberships on YouTube. Here's a video that talks about how you can switch on your gifting, because next Saturday, I will give away 5 free Zen Cricket memberships in the morning and 5 at night. But YouTube chooses those with Spirit, of course, and I just push a button. But you have to have that turned on to be eligible. and then you get a 1 month free of a Zen Cricket membership. And with that, you get a couple things. One, you get advanced access to all of my pick a cards. I usually record those a week or two in advance. My monthlies and any kind of um, like the solstice and equinox readings. You'll get them advanced access to all of those and my podcast too. So you get advanced access to those things as soon as I post them, um, and I schedule them out for everyone else to see. But my YouTube members get to see everything right away. And then Wednesday nights we have a cozy chat where we have an hour where we talk about my podcast, From Chaos to Cozy, and anything that we want to know about chaos and how we can turn that around to be cozy if we want to. So that's available for all Zen Cricket memberships. And if you're just wanting one, it's $2.99 a month. If you're interested, the links to the YouTube information, YouTube channel memberships are in the description box of the video. They're at my website at bruddaZEN.com. And then if you want to have an even more deeper interaction, we have Praying Mantis level at $7.99 a month. Get everything the Zen Cricket does. And then on Thursday nights, there's a 2-hour Q&A that we have together. And then after each one of these sessions, I go live 5 times over the weekend, twice on Friday, twice on Saturday, once this morning. And after I go on for about a couple hours with all my subscribers, I go have an hour with my Praying Mantis members. We read wonderful books. We do past life readings. We do regular readings, oracle readings, whatever we're wanting to do, talk astrology. We ask questions of spirit. So if you're interested, check that out all down below. But definitely, I should include a lunch date with bruddaZEN. Hey, I'm open to suggestions and recommendations. We can take a look there. a virtual? You gonna watch me eat? Is that what that's about? bruddaZEN, quit talking with your mouth full. All right, but you're so funny. So thank you for that. That would be awesome. You're so funny. All right. And then in addition to that, so because of my monthly YouTube memberships and everyone that makes donations for these readings and anyone that purchases my other services that I offer that are all listed in the description box of the video and on my main page at thebruddazen.com. And of course, sending big blessings to my host who allows me to live in her basement for free, allows me to do all the stuff that I do. So thank you guys. And because of that, I like to make sure you guys know what I have available. Like we had a Cancer new moon alert because we have a new moon coming up next week. So here's a pick a card link for that. I have every other week I have new moon and full moon where we talk about new moon wishes and the energies and the pick a card around the new moon. And then full moon is the full moon release. So we talk about how to make the most of those energies. And then the other one in between is when we move into a new sun season, when the sun moves into a new sign, which is what we're mostly known for, our zodiac, right? But so Cancer season started on November, not November. that would be very interesting if it did. But just a week ago, around June 20th. And so that's the pick a card for that. And when I do those, my I put a special 3-month birthday reading bonus for all whoever is the sun baby for that. So happy birthday to you, Cancer sun babies. There is a special one there for you. So that is great there. And then the other one, the extra, usually there's 4 weeks in a month. I do a pilgrimage meditation. And so there's a link in my description box for all the timeless pick a card readings. And you can take a look and check those out as well. What else? What else do we do? Well, of course, we have a new episode came out this morning for my From Chaos to Cozy. We're in 3 parts around our superpowers. Last week's was the power of choice, the power to laugh. Today's the power of what? The power of thank you. and The Power of Now. So be sure to check those out. There's also a podcast there. It's all about our journey from chaos to cozy, because we come from cozy down to chaos, and then we eventually um, wake up more and remember who we are, and we start moving back to cozy. So that's about a lot of my journey from when it was the most chaotic in my life, where I almost ended my life at 22 years old, and the journey since then over the last many years that it's been there. No, I don't care about age. I'm 57, so that was what, 35 years ago. So a lot of journeys since then, and then also Spirit adds new things, which is awesome too. So be sure to check those out. And I mentioned solstice readings, of course, with the Cancer season. That in June, it also is the beginning of the solstice, summer solstice in the northern, winter in the southern. And so we put out solstice readings too, which this one's happen to be relationship focused. We actually have it where there's a love reading for everyone in that sign that has that energy. Excuse me. But also there's 3 separate readings for each one, which is the single and looking, and the married and in a relationship, and then the happy hermits as well. So it's a very detailed reading for the next 3 months. So be sure to check those out. Oh, and then I do offer relationship readings, a variety of 6 different readings, and those are half off from June 20th to July 21st. So be sure to check those out if you're interested in looking into those. Let's see. So that was that, and that. I know, almost done. Yeah, one more thing. So of course, tomorrow is July, and I do put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign too. And so there's the July monthly playlist that comes in there, and those are fun because I take a tarot deck and I split out the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana. The major arcana with an oracle is the overall energy for the month, and then we pull a card from each of the suits. So fire is like our energetic experience, and pentacles is our physical experience. Of course, swords is our mental experience, and then cups is our emotional experience. So we hit all those with oracle cards for each one of those too. So some pretty good detail in there if you want to check those out too. Well, thanks. Because of everything that everyone does, I'm able to do this, and it's my passion. And so sometimes I feel like I do too much and inundate everyone, but it's like a buffet. Not everyone's going to eat everything in the buffet. And some do, and that's quite all right because it's calorie free. It enhances your spiritual experience. So eat away, but there's never any pressure, of course. But I love providing all this. All right, I think that's everything. Blah blah blah. Well, so if you're new to my channel, these readings, how they work is for free readings. There's no special list. The chat is it. You just put your question in chat. It's first come, first serve. I just moved down the list in order. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can ask for a general reading. Spirit knows all. So I'll pull cards and they'll bring you whatever message they're wanting to bring around whatever your heart, it's on your heart. And yeah, and then if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I prioritize those, step out of the free readings, dive deeper, meaning I pull more cards, and then I return back and go through those. To make a donation, you can use the super chat, or in the description box of the video, I do list my Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, Square, and I don't look at the dollar amount, whatever you're able to give. I know you're giving from your heart because all of our finances vary from day to day, person to person, country to country, planet to planet, universe to universe, dimension to dimension. So whatever you give is perfect. All right. So I think that's enough blah, 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 right? So today, I like changing up tarot cards. One, because I get bored fast too, but I like showing you guys all the different tarot cards that are available. And this is a great deck by Radley Valentine, Animal Guides Tarot. So that's what we'll be using today. And I got a variety of oracle cards, including some timing cards and some place cards and some lovers and true emotional cards and some others. So if I am prompted, I will look over there too. All right. So let's get into it. We have a few donations, so we'll start there. So up first, we got Jeep and Happy Pill. Thank you so much for your wonderful and love you too. Thanks for the little posting there. I love that YouTube members get to have those. I think it's every 3 months or a month. I'm not sure, but you get to put a little thing there. So I like that. So we got Happy Pill and Nidia. You'll see their names in green with the little badges. Those represent my YouTube channel members. See anyone else down here? Let me scroll. And so those two actually were winners from the last month's Zen Cricket. So hope you guys have been enjoying your free month. It's going to be up here any day now. So I hope you enjoyed it. All right. So Jeep, thank you so much for your donation. Let's get that a love and a like there. And you like a general reading for August. All right. So let's give these a shuffle. Yeah, I'm going to start on August readings for next month already this coming week. So those will start being available for my YouTube channel members before you know it. Woohoo! All right, let's take a look here. What do they want you to know for August here, Jeep? All right. And that one, and then that one too, but that one's kind of different. All right. So August, you have on the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Fire, which is actually, that would be the Four of Wands in the Standard Tarot. You got the Otter, I like it, which represents, it's happy, joyous, celebration energy. Gatherings as well. I like when, so for the Otter, it says, it's time to kick back, relax, and celebrate all that you have. Joy arises from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life, or all. So I like this. August, I know, is a month of movement as they bring in back other readings that we've done for you for August. I do so many. I'm always kind of blown away a little bit when they're like, boop, boop. They just start pushing all these buttons in my head. But I just feel like yours is like this, that's where there's a lot of movement. July is like a lot of planning, and August is a lot of movement. I feel like you feel victory and celebration and joy because I feel like you are so happy that there's movement. So it is very much a month of movement, which the number 8, like in the tarot, is all about movement of thought and emotion and abundance and everything else. So big flow month for you for August. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, well, there you go. You got the Empress coming in here. There we go. The Empress, the Angora rabbit. I love all these animals. So the Empress is again not joy, but it's creativity, but abundance and harvest that comes in here. So exactly as we were saying, that's going to feel like life is full and flowing there. A lot of Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself, putting yourself first, and definitely having this flow. And I feel like maybe we have talked about this before too. You got the Empress, which is sensuality and divine feminine energy, and you have the Two of Water, the Two of Cups, the little lovebirds that are here. So it is with this movement, if you do have this movement that you make in August and you put into action these changes you want to make in July, this could be the time that you are meeting your future spouse too. So I like that. Let's see what else with these 3 cards that came out together. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah, you have the Ace of Fire, the Ace of Wands. So there is action and movement, things being activated. That's like the kind of like the magician, where it's you're putting forward your action. You're not waiting. You're initiating. You're manifesting. You're putting and taking action and movement. Here's this 8. So we talked about 8s. So August is 8 of Wands. A lot of fast movement, a lot of busyness going on there. All the busy bees, right? But there is a lot of action, a lot of fast movement. So I feel like August, if you will ignite things, it just like woof, things happen very, very fast. Yeah. And here you have the Queen of Water. So a lot of emotion here with the swan. She um, rolls over emotion with the king, but she gets a second portion of emotion. So there's a lot of emotional movement that happens with all of this. And that's good. I feel like there's a release because you're letting stuff go. And so you're letting like the attachment of emotion that things like job, the job has been a wonderful journey, showing a lot, and um it's like a heavy workout for like how many months were you there, right? It's like you've been working out hard, and then after you're done you're like, wow, I look buff for emotionally and mentally for everything I went through. But now I'm relieved, and this relief that comes with letting stuff go, it just brings this wonderful feeling of flooding of wonderful emotion that comes in here in August. Yeah, here, 8 of air. So I told you, what did I say? What did I say about the eights? So you got the 8 of air, which is the 8 of swords. And here you go. Here's you're being freed from the cage. This is becoming aware and releasing, again, movement of thought and belief and mindset that you have felt had made you feel blinded and bound and trapped in the past. And now you're releasing these thoughts and these beliefs. So you got all this energy flowing, you got your thoughts that are flowing, this emotional release that's flowing as well. So I like that. Yeah. And then yeah, and you've got on the bottom of the deck, you also have the 5 of water, and then you have the 5 of fire. So you got the 5 of wands and the 5 of cups, which is a transformation of emotion and passion and energy. So it is this very transformative month. Change and movement is really indicated here for August. So I just feel it's like, if you've ever watched Mission Impossible, I think they only did it in the first one as a, but the old Mission Impossible is it always started off with they would light a little fuse and it was like shh, and that's what you have to do. You have to um, light the fuse and get things moving. But it's like, all right, am I going to do it? Am I going to do it? Yes, I'm going to do it. And it's igniting it and making the change. Then all this flow and everything happens. But it is dependent on your energy and you doing that. So it's not going to just happen for you. You have to go, all right, I'm making a decision. I'm igniting it. And there we go. All right. So that's what they have for you, Jeep. I like that August. It's very transformative if you're willing to do it. And I feel like by the end of July, you're going to be like, let's do it. All right. So many blessings, and thank you again for your donation. Appreciate you. All right. And then I do have a donation via the CashApp. So Michelle, thank you so much for your donation. Let me see here. Don't think I saw a question, but I'm sure you're here. You're probably posting it down below right now. Let me just jump down there. All right. I don't think you use a different name. I think you usually use your name. So apologies if I said it out loud. All right. And then, Ali, I do see your PayPal there, just to mention that while I'm seeing it. Just you have a few ahead of you first. So we will get to you here in a bit. All right. I don't think I see it. Let me just go a little slower here, Michelle. But if you're here, make sure to post your question and I will prioritize it as soon as I see it. But just for the sake of time, since I don't see it yet, I'm going to move forward. And then as soon as I see yours, I'll keep checking. And then as soon as I see it, I'll bump down there. So we're going to move to Nelia. Hey, Nelia. Hey, hey, hey. So thank you for your donations, your multiple donations and your cool sunglasses. And you want to know here, any new messages regarding your future job career? All right, the time frame of when it will happen, and is it before your present workplace goes down? You know what? I'm going to use you as a guinea pig, and let's use these time oracle cards. Let's see what they come out to be. Usually timing is all about energy and what we're focusing on, because it's usually a range of when things will happen, and it has to do with what we're focusing on. So let's see what they tell us here, though, because this feels like it's sooner than later anyway. Right. Anything else? Right. That's funny. All right. All right. All right. So the cards that came out, the first one that came out is it's not worth waiting for. Meaning, and when I read that, I was like, what does that mean? And they were like, it just means that um, the ending of the job, it's not worth waiting for. It's like, be looking right now. And they say take a break here too. So if you feel comfortable, I feel like that you can have like a little bit of time in between the new job and the one. So they might have it where it starts like a week or two later, and that's okay to give notice and take a break and allow yourself some time in between. I used to always like my job would end on a Friday and I would start on a Monday, and it's like, you know, it wasn't. I never gave myself a break, and I like this recommendation for that. Let me see what else they have here, though. Pull some tarot. Let's see what they are talking about. This new job coming in. All right. So yeah, I do feel like it's going to happen faster than normal. You got the Eight of Fire, the Eight of Wands coming in, so I feel like it's going to swoosh. It's going to swoosh in and happen fast. You do have the Magician card underneath, so does talk about that. I love the unicorn. I love the energy of that. You get to manifest. You're the one that gets to get things moving and the energy you put into it. So if you're focusing on, oh, I gotta get a job, I gotta get a job, I gotta get a job, the energy is to the universe. I love the feeling of fearing that I've got to get a job and I want, but that means that they don't bring it to us because we're pushing it away, right? So if instead first I start making a list of the stuff I love about this job that I'm in and every job that I've had before and the gratitude around having a job. And then that tells the universe, I enjoy having a job that has these things. Like, oh, well, I'll bring that for you then, right? So I like that. And then there's also, we can say, hey, creator, I'd really like a new job. And I know you're going to bring me the perfect one, the perfect way, the perfect timing, and I'm grateful. And we surrender it, right? Then we just continue gratitude and thanks because that's the energy that draws that to us instead of the missingness, if that makes sense. So I like that, coming in there. Those are the bottom of the deck. So as soon as you kind of change that energy, then things move very fast for you here. And that's what I feel like you get a job offer and you're like, well, they want me to start in, let's say they want me to start in a week. You know what? I'm going to give my notice. I'm quitting. And you're like, bye. And they're like, we want 2 weeks notice. And you're like, I don't need it. And you guys wouldn't give me 2 weeks notice. You would fire me on the spot. So I'm going to do for me if you're able to, right? So that's funny. But anyway, you got the Page of Earth. Yeah. Which is the Page of Pentacles. I like this kitty tabby cat. They're very happy, aren't they? I love his face. But so this is about abundance and this is about success. So we like that. You got the five of air, the little collie dogs. And the five of air is the battle between your head and your heart. That's, comes in there. And so there's a little tug of war of, some fear involved with the mind. Oh, it's got to be this. And the heart's like, oh, I want to do this though. And so it's about allowing your heart, to have a say so in what you're wanting to do, which would be like, they're showing like I would go look for a customer service job and I would click the little box on the searches customer service and it would limit the search and I'd see what's available instead of not selecting a specific job and allowing me to see what is all available in my area or working from home or whatever. And then I'm like, huh, okay, God, I haven't tried that before and they don't require experience. It's reasonable pay, and it sounds like fun. I wanna do something different. Like, I was in auto insurance for 20 plus years. I would not go back to that. They were a wonderful, wonderful company, and I learned so much, but if I had to talk about automobile insurance or any other kind of insurance, again, I think I would go insane. So I would wanna switch and do something different, right? That's the kind of energy they're showing me with that. All right. And then you have the Eight of Earth. So this is about movement and, from like apprentice to master. And even if you're interested in learning something new and going to school, if there's a new kind of career, like let's say they're just bringing nursing to mind. It's like if I wanted to be a nurse, because that doesn't take like 8, 10 years to do nursing, we can get into faster. But it's like, oh, I can go to nursing school and I can get loans and I can just focus on nursing, maybe do a little part-time temp work while I'm doing that. And then that's what I want to do with my life. And now is the chance to do it. That's the kind of energy that comes in with the Eight of Earth is learning and knowledge, certifications, education, expansion of that too. So I like that. So if that resonates, but you have the power of choice coming in here. So here's movement and victory. So you definitely have this a lot of possibilities ahead of you here. And the chariot is that you get to decide. It's your story that you're applying, your emotions, your energy, your physical actions. There's no wrong choice. And if you're at that place in your life like I was, let's see, 4 years ago when COVID hit, I was at a place of I just didn't want to just exist anymore. I wanted to live. And then when of course people were dying, it was like, what am I waiting for to live my life to die? It's like, let's do it. What am I afraid of? What's the worst that could happen? I could die. I'm like, let's go and live. Let's go and experience life. And so I like that kind of energy coming in here for you. So there you go. All right. So that's what they have for you for that one, Nelia. So it feels very positive. All right. I don't see anything from Michelle yet, I don't think. No. All right. So we'll move on to the next one here. Thank you for your eyes of love and for your additional donation. And you want to know a general reading for 2025. What does it look like for you for love, money, and health, etc.? All right. Let's take a look here. You're very welcome. Let's see what, based on current energies in this moment, what does it look like here for you? So what's a little hint on 2025? Right. Okay. So those will be the four. Okay. So they're kind of doing it like I do for a month. Your overall energies. Oh, so your overall energy for the year is the Four of Fire, the Four of Wands, joy, celebration, gatherings. The otter is even, it could be marriage. We'll see what it comes in here. We have like a card for your energy, a card for your physical, a card for your mental, and 2 cards for your emotional. So we'll see what these are here, and maybe we'll even grab an oracle over here. But so for your energy, you got the 10 of air. I love huskies. My brother they have a husky. They're so hyper and funny. So, but the 10 of swords is a year of regarding like the your energy and your movement. It's letting go of a lot of expectations, a lot of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos. You're just tired of living for everyone else and trying to please everyone else, and you're letting a lot of fears go, which whatever's been holding you back, there's this release, there's this ending and beginning with the 10 of swords here. So you have significant change that you make next year because of letting this go. Yeah. Even says the end of a career path, project, or relationship brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. So that's exactly a great thing. I like that they have a fire hydrant. So, you know, you can tell things to piss off, right? But a bunch. Sorry if that offended anyone. And then the your physical world kind of things happening here. Oh, look, you get all these Maine Coon kittens. So a lot of emotional changes that happen next year too. And that makes sense with these changes that you're having. There is mixed feelings about ending things and beginning new things. And it's okay. I feel like you're really in a place next year of feeling your emotions, not suppressing them. So if you're like leaving a friendship or a city or something, and you're like, bye everybody, and I've had a great time and I'll miss you guys and all the fun we've had. And I'm going to remember the good memories, and going to allow myself to feel the loss, but I'm also going to allow myself to feel the joy and excitement for where I'm heading too. So maybe you're moving locations. We'll see here. It just feels like there's this significant changes and letting things go and be left behind. Yeah. So you do have the 10 of Earth, the 10 of Pentacles, golden retrievers. Oh, look at the little puppies. So the 10 of Pentacles is relationship. It's fullness of life. It's, the love, the children, the dog, the home, the money, the fullness of the outside life. So next year does feel very successful and very full. So I feel like there is, like I said, significant changes that happen in a lot of things here. Yeah. I just love this cat. And then for the emotions, you do have the moon and you have the 6 of air, but I got to show you their face because the 6 of air, whoa, what's going on? They're super excited about what's coming. And the moon, of course, Mother Luna with the links. There's a lot of things bubbling below the surface. And the 6 of swords is, again, this is that movement that I was feeling because it's a rescue cat. It says the challenging times are coming to an end and you can now breathe a sigh of relief. Let the past go and embrace the happier times ahead. So exactly as I was just saying about, I feel like because they're on a boat, it's like travel or movement, and I feel like there is going to be physical movement, like you may be changing cities or states or countries, or it depends on what you're really wanting to do. But there is this beautiful energy of Mother Luna and the unknown being brought, and the mystery, and the it just feels like an adventure where what's around the next turn, but it's positive stuff that's coming in. So I like these. I love these cards. Some of the expressions on the animals are hilarious. So I feel like a 2025, it feels very, very transformational for you. So I like that. So that's a little tidbit, a little bit kind of big picture view of what is happening. Of course, that's based on current energies, and so as you make different choices, it'll alter things a bit, but that's like the minimum. Like if you kept doing everything you are today, if you do different things, then it will just expand your 2025. So I like it. Boom, boom, shakalaka. All right. So that's what they have for that one, Nelia. And then let's see one here. Oh, so you're just no question. You're just giving a little tip. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Wink, wink. You're so funny. I appreciate that. You had to ask my host how is she doing, and she's doing amazing. She had like a rough 3 years here, but she had some good surgery that like they did a sleeve on her stomach, and she's like dropped 30 pounds already in just like maybe less than 2 months. But she hasn't had a headache since her surgery, and she's feeling so good and clear, and she's off all these other medications. So she is loving life. So thank you for asking. And I send her blessings all the time because she's just it's a win-win, situation. So I love it. So thank you for asking. All right. So we'll continue going down here. So up next, we've got the trifecta supernova, boom, boom, boom. And then we will jump over to Ali. You will be up after that with your PayPal donation. And then Infinity, you'll be up after that. So thank you so much for all these donations. I really appreciate them. So Nova, coming soon. Boom, boom, boom. So thank you for your first sticker there. And you want to know, what do you need to know about performing? It's 3 days away. Woo-hoo-hoo. Exciting. I love it. So let's take a look here. Let's give these a shuffle. Let's give it another one. And one more. 3 days, 3 shuffles. Let's see. All right. Let me take a quick swig of my coffee here. Oh, went a little too deep there. Want a coffee mustache. All right. So let's see what Spirit has for you here. So what do you need to know about your performance in 3 days? All right. What a blast. What a blast it's going to be, huh? All right. So we got those here. I love it. You got the, is that Maasai, Lion, and the Lamb. You got the Strength card coming in here. So you have the power, you have the courage, trust your inner connection to your higher self. You've got everything you need, right? You got all the support. So I do like this. It's about you have tremendous personal power and courage. So you got this. Just tap into that wonderful connection that you have with your higher self. That's your underlying energy. And then you have, oh my goodness, you can't make it up. You got the star card, which is the dreams come true card. So wishing upon the star. You got the Oriole, or I think it's how you say that there. So you're about to take a big leap forward with your life. Worry will be replaced with optimism, fear with hope, and joy is coming home to roost. Boom. So there you go. Like we can just stop there, but we won't. Yep, you have the 3 of fire, the 3 of wands with the sea turtle. And the 3 of wands is a lot about you choosing to change things up here and there. And so don't be afraid to change things and alter things. And, you don't have to, it's good to have like a plan, but it's good to have flexibility around your plan too, where you're like, you know what, I was going to do that, but I want to do this one instead, or I want to do that. I'm going to do that, and it's like, cool. So they're all about, um, going with the flow of what you're feeling at the moment too. And they've got this, reminds me of Finding Nemo, you know, like they would get into the what's the jet stream, right? Not the jet stream. The jet stream's up there. The tides, right? The little water stream that they would jump in and use it like a freeway. And this is like going with the flow kind of energy. So don't be afraid to just kind of, do your thing and feel your energy and go with that too. So have a plan, right? But then allow yourself to be flexible within it too. But I love the star card. I mean, you can't make that up. Wow. Yeah. You got so far 4 out of 5 cards are major arcana. So it is a very significant time you have here. You've got the ego with see if we can focus it. Come on. Oh, there you go. So you got the Siamese cat with the ego, and then you have the awakening, which is the um hanged man. And so this is about, seeing things from a higher perspective, and um the ego is not getting caught up in the supposed tos and shoulds and need tos, and just allowing yourself to do what you want, not what you think you're supposed to want, right? Um, yeah, so it says you for the ego, it says you may feel that you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus upon material wealth and break free of negative thinking. And the giraffe with the higher is look at all things in a different way, and all will make sense. Don't worry if your progress is halted temporarily, things will soon start moving again. So it's all about going with the flow with these and seeing things from a higher perspective, not from because those cards came out together, the devil card and the hanged man. It's you know you um, you know don't allow yourself to be caged and trapped. Allow yourself to see things from that higher perspective. And in the dream, just go realize you're fulfilling your dream, and just, don't let fears and supposed to's dampen your performance, right? Yep. Knight of Fire. I love it. Dolphins are so cute. So you got the Knight of Wands, fast moving, passionate energy. You're going to have a lot of energy when that hits. You're just going to be so excited, and but it's passionate, charismatic, confident, restless too. You're just going to be like, you just can't wait, right? An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important. Yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. So yeah, just you know, make decisions. Don't overthink things too. With all that, yeah. And then you have the Queen of Fire. So definitely, she's the one that can connect with the upper realms, and whatever you put your mind to, you can move forward on. Don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have several priorities vying your attention at once, but you can do it. So very much a affirmation. You have everything you need to make it happen. Enjoy the journey, your dreams unfolding. Um, just don't overthink things. Just when decisions need to be made over these next 3 days, just follow your gut, follow your heart. And if you don't know, ask Spirit, and they'll make it very clear for you with that Queen of Wands too. So I like that for you. So that's what they have for you, Nova. How exciting! And then thank you for your additional donation. You got the little peach there. So that's number 2. So thank you for that donation. You want to know, what does Spirit want you to know about your human self? All right. Let's see these shuffle here. Let's see, do we have an oracle? I feel like we have an oracle coming in here for you. This one's really calling out to me. This is the Divine Energy Oracle by Sonia Choquette. She's such a sweet person. Let's take a look here and see. What do they have here for you? What do they want you to know about your human self? Oh. All right. That's the one right here. go with the flow. So as we were talking about, like the affirmation, we have Paris, the Eiffel Tower. So let's see here. Go with the flow. Oh, these are different here. Let me find it real quick here. These have, they're not in a specific order. Just got to look at the table of contents. All right. So, has your life gotten a little unpredictable lately? Has it taken a turn for the better or for the worse? Just when you think you have all your ducks in a row, has something upset your status quo and sent things flying in a new and unexpected directions? Don't let the unexpected disturb your equilibrium. Your soul is learning to go with life's flow and rhythm. And an integral part of that movement is realizing that life unfolds in cycles, sometimes up, sometimes down. Your divine energy is calling you to recognize, respect, and embrace everything in the flow of life. Accept that you don't have influence over outer events, but you do have control over how you respond to these events. The more detached you are, the more peaceful your soul will remain no matter what unfolds. Your divine invitation is to redefine your ideas of security. Respect that there are forces beyond your control, such as social issues, soul intentions, and timing, that are part of life cycles. Recognize that on a soul level, all experiences are part of your divine journey and bear gifts for your soul. True security occurs when you stop wanting things to be a certain way and accept the way things are. I like it. So that's a great message coming in there for you. They want just to let regarding your human, it's the security just comes in not attaching to it and just, going whatever's unfolding is experience and you came down here to experience. So not judging things from the human's going to want to compare, contrast, and do all the things that it's been taught to do, by humanity, going, oh, is that good or bad? Did I have fun or didn't I have fun? It's like you get to choose your response. You're in control of. Everyone else's, that's their own journey, not yours to worry about. So focus on what you're doing, and are you enjoying it? Are you having a blast? Then do that and enjoy that. So how perfect for right now. So that's what they have there for you. So many blessings to you for that one. And then your third one, and got the popcorn. Here comes entertainment. So thank you for your third. And messages from Kurt Spirit. All right. Yeah, let's see what they have to say here. Now they, of course, always like the oracle. So we're going to pull from the Sacred Forest Oracle for Kurt. Sassy Kurt. Let's see what they have here for you. What does Kurt want you to know right now? All right, that one. Thank you. What do we have here? Got the dragonfly spirit. Let's see if we can get it to focus a little better. There we go. A little better there. And that is card number 12. And so the little story that comes with this card, it says, you watch the dragonfly whisk across the surface of the forest pond with elegance and grace. Her iridescent wings and body shine in a kaleidoscope of colors, depending on how the light falls on her. She hovers, flies backward, and even darts upside down with seeming delight. So this card is letting you know so Kurt is letting you know that it's all right to change directions. It's okay to change your mind. You do not need to be consistent at every turn. Oh my God, they're like reinforcing what came through in the tarot on your first reading. This is time to put the traditions and expectations of others aside. Instead, you're called to create your own traditions. You are free to express yourself and let your spirit fly. Dragonflies are acrobats of the sky. Not only can they fly backward, they fly upside down and turn 360 degrees, and while looking graceful as they do so. Dragonfly spirit urges you to take on her same fearless daring. So Kurt is saying, take on the fearless daring of the dragonfly. Go beyond predictable behavior. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean that it needs to continue to be done that way. And while you can't control the exact circumstances of your life, you can control what meaning you give to them. Wow, they're just building on each other, aren't they? You can't control other people. You can only control your response. This is what it is. You can't control any other circumstances in your life, only the meaning you give to it, the story you put to it, right? Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to be carefree, wild, and unpredictable. Of course, Kurt would say that. Dragonflies are ancient, taking to the skies 300 to 350 million years ago. They've adapted through millennia and thus survived when many creatures have not. These masters of change are a reminder that change will heal you. And the spirit of the dragonfly says, be willing to change your perspective, and good fortune will follow. Sometimes you need to back up to go forward. And as people get older, they find it harder to change. So activate youthfulness. Be willing to make change without hesitation. So while you're a young spry dragonfly, allow changes to happen now before you get stubborn like the rest of us older people. All right, I love it for you. So what a great message from Curdy Pie for you there. All right, so many blessings to you, and thank you again for your multiple donations, Supernova. I'm so grateful. All right. And then Ali, you are up. Yay. Thank you for your patience in getting to your reading, and thanks for your PayPal donation. I appreciate that. And so you want to know when you move back to Florida. Let's see, can you any message you need to hear? All right, so we'll take a look here and see. So when you move back to Florida on July 12th, what does Spirit want you to know? All right. Just shuffle, get some your energies in here. Do a little refreshing here, and let's take a little sip here too. All right. So, Ali, what do they want you to know here about your trip to Florida? Right, and those there. Okay. All right. So the underlying energy on the bottom of the deck, you do have the Justice card, which the Justice card here with the elephant is, all about balance of thinking and mindset. And it's a good journey that you're going to have, because it's allowing you to see things from higher perspectives, and allows you to cut away some small t truths that are rooted in fear. And so you have a lot of great experiences ahead of you in the move, when you arrive, as you live there for a while. It's allowing you just to really see different perspectives from different people, but also different perspectives of life from a higher place, where you're able to let go of some old ways of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and must. As these triggers come up, they allow you to look at things. I'm not sure if you're moving back near your family. I know when I went and spent a couple years living near my family, it was very educational for me, because you realize, when you're around family, especially, some old beliefs that have been bubbling up that just were stuffed down there as a child. But it's like when you hang around like I hang around my brother and my mom, it's like I feel like the little child again. I was the baby. Well, there's only two of us. I was the youngest, and it's like, all right. And it allowed me to look at some stuff and look at my beliefs around expectations, what you expect from a family, and then feeling like I'm disappointing them by not doing what they are wanting me to do, but also feeling the disappointment when they're not doing what I want to do, bringing up the stuff, and you're able to look at it and go, wow, I didn't know that was still in there. And it's beautiful because we can transform those and change those, right? Oh, well, that's good then. That's great because I feel like you're going to have time to reflect on that, because after I moved away, I was able to really look back and go, what did I learn from all that? And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. And especially when you're out of all the emotions and everything, that's when in the calmness, you're able to look at it and see it. So I feel like it's important for you to know that you're understanding that the environment wasn't toxic, but our thoughts and beliefs around the environment were toxic, right? Because things just are in the outside world. They are not anything. It's just when they go into here and this human applies the story to what's happening, that's what happens. So it just was, so that we have a thought or a story that it was toxic, then it goes into here. It's like, well, they shouldn't act that way. Oh, now how was I acting that way in here? It's all a mirror. Family and intimate relationships, biggest mirror showing us what we want to see about ourselves in some way. So I feel like it's going to be a great reflective period, and you're going to be able to balance and really cut away a lot of thinking and things as you do reflection on it too. So I like that. Let's see. So that was the bottom of the deck. Let's see what else do we have here. Yeah. Yeah. So very much supported here. If you were wondering, did I do the right thing? You've got the Three of Fire, the Three of Wands, which is changing directions because you had new information, and the Dreamer card, which is the Full card. It's the brand new adventure, free of so many expectations, free of so much pressure, and it's like a little child going, the world is possibilities. I'm reinventing myself. I'm not going to try to be what everyone else wants me to be. I'm going to be me, and I can finally be me. And there'll be challenges, of course, like anything else, where, we think, all right, everyone's going to be so, allow me to be me. No, everyone has their, expectations and, whatever it may be. It's like when I first went into organized religion when I was young, it was like, oh, here's freedom, because it was Christianity and Jesus, wipes away all your stuff, and then but we have all these church rules, and I'm like, oh, I thought I was getting away from rules. And then when I came out, and you think the gay community is going to be all welcoming, open arms, like, oh, I can be free and not worry about myself anymore. But like, no, they all had their rules and expectations too. I'm like, wow, everything's like a club. Everything has rules, until they went inward and upward. And then they're like, oh, here's the unconditional love. And like, thank God. Literally, thank you. I'm free. I don't have to be anything but me with you. Thank you. So there's some freedom that will come through all this too. I like that. Yeah. Three of Water, joy, celebration. And you're going to find your tribe. Look at, you're a hummingbird, and you're going to find two other hummingbirds. People that get you and you get them. It's like three peas in a pod. So I like this. And it's also your spirit team telling you that you're never alone, that your guardian angels with you, all of your angels, your spirit guides, loved ones who are on the other side that are beings of unconditional love and light now, your ancestors, and all these beings of unconditional love and light surrounding you and being around you. And so you have their support. You're never, ever, ever alone. You have a host of beings who have unconditional love and unconditional acceptance, excitement for you, support for you. And don't feel like you can't ask them for anything, because you give them a honey-do list before you come down here and say, hey, this is what I'd like to experience. And they're always working on that. But while we're human, they honor our free will and our power of choice. They won't meddle unless we ask them to. And You might notice a lot of synchronicities, repeating numbers, things going, oh my gosh, all this stuff happening. So that's them letting you know, hey, we're here, kind of a behind you. Go, oh, I forgot you guys were there. They're like, yeah, you need anything? There's nothing's too small to ask for, nothing's too big. We're here to help. So just letting you know we're here. We're not meddling, but if you ask, yeah, lots of angel numbers. So that's them going, ask us, don't, you can ask like, guide me to the lowest gas prices on my move, or, guide me on this. And can you show me this? Can you clarify this? They will. But we got to ask, right? And I feel like that is there. But I love that you're going to find your community. You're going to find like two besties there in Florida that you guys just really get one another. You're going to have a lot of same stories of, you know, how was your family life? Ooh, what? And you guys are like, you're able to share and really um, empathize with each other. And also, um, I feel like you guys will be each other's. I don't want to. So, what is the word that people they usually have? Like, you have a people who keep you, accountability partners. That sounds too like, ugh, but you guys, um, call each other on your stuff, you know, in a loving, sassy way with each other. Like, girl, how you always give up yourself for other people when you start dating them. Uh-huh, you're doing that. Oh crap. But it's out of love for each other. So I like that. And then, yeah, and you have the judgment card with the raccoons, which is your higher self calling you. It's a renewal card. It calls it up top here. There it goes. Renewal. But I do like this new beginnings. And again, here's this threeness. It's like, here's you with a couple of your posse. I love that. Three of Earth. Yeah, finally. Three of Pentacles. You get to be your true, authentic self. You don't have to worry about, you know, trying to be someone you're not, afraid of punishment and, negative repercussions or losing support. You're just going to be you. I love that. Yeah. And here you are. You've escaped the cage. The Eight of Swords is you have, and you will, I feel like, really realize what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets had kept you blinded and bound and trapped. That, um, no one can make you feel any way. No one can steal your energy, your power. We can only give it away. And our emotions happen in here, not out there. So all the stories were happening up here, all those thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that were rooted in fear, happened up here. All the emotions we were choosing were happening in here. All of the energy that was being and drawing things to us was originating from in here. All our physical actions and our choices happen in here, So there is this wonderful transformation here as you look back over your experiences. It's a good reflective period to journal and really go, okay, why did I believe that? Why did I choose to feel that? Why did I draw this to me? Because life doesn't happen to us, life happens for us. And there's this transformation. I feel like you really realize that when you're there. You're like, okay, what did I want? What was all these mirrors, this crazy hall of carnival mirrors? What were they showing me about me? What did I learn about myself? And there's this beautiful transformation of lower vibrational beliefs rooted in fear transformed into empowerment for you. So I love that. So I love it. I love it. I love it. And that is what they have for you, at least. So I feel like it's a smooth move. It's very supported. You're not alone in the move and getting there. You're very supported. And then you will meet, like I said, two besties. You'll be like those three raccoons, three hummingbirds. And I like that for you. I know, I'm excited for you. So again, it's a very supported move, and they're validating it with both that the Fool card and the Three of Wands too. So Boom, boom, boom. All right. So that's what they got for you, Ellie. So many blessings and keep us in the loop. Excited for you. All right. So many blessings. All right. Let me just highlight Michelle. I don't think Michelle, if you're here, you are very welcome. You as well. Have an amazing rest of your Sunday. So let me just make sure I didn't fly by Michelle. All right. So Michelle, I don't see a question yet. So if you're here, just pop it down below and we'll jump you to the head of the line. But just for the sake of time, I'll continue moving down the list. So we've got a couple from Infinity, and then Johanna, and then HTTPS. All right. So thank you for your first donation there, Infinity. Let's give that some love and a like. So things about you that Aquarius likes or ways that you made a positive impact on them. All right. What a great question. Let me just highlight that so I can see where I'm at. There we go. The mouse was being uncooperative. All right. So let's refresh the energy here. All right. So let's, first of all, what are things that they like? Okay. All right. And then ways that you make a positive impact on them. All right. I love these cards. my mom and my third boyfriend, he had a dachshund that was cute. But the Two of Swords here is about, the battle of the head and the heart. And I like that. So I feel like, and it's funny, mirroring is such an important part of why we have, different individual humans, why we enjoy this duality of that we're, on the other side, we feel more like a giant sea of drops. Here we experience what it feels like to be an individual drop and see other individual drops, because then we understand who we are, because we're all mirrors for each other. Like this other, it's like you look similar, but you're different. One has, is a long-haired dachshund. They're cute. But I like this energy of mirroring, and that it's a big piece of you really with each other. Really, the benefit, positive impact, is you guys get to see pieces of yourself that you wouldn't see through other people. So there's something unique about your guys' interactions that you really are able to, see each other and have that, that clarity there. So I like that. So that's pretty funny. um, so I like that. Hey, all right, Michelle. Thank you so much, Michelle. So you'll be up next. All right. So let's see what else we have here. Well, yeah, the thing they like about you, again, the star card is Aquarius energy, and the three of air, the three of swords, is the fear, the disappointment, the heartbreak. There's these feelings of disappointment, and it's not like that they don't see that in you, right? The thing we were asking about, what is he like? It's that it's like you challenge him in a way, because they are very much a self-reflective individual with these cards that I'm getting here. And because that they like that you're a mirror for them is like, wow, it's like, I'm a Capricorn rising. I like learning and growing and doing the work and getting the reward that comes in. And I feel like they have something similar to that, because I'm actually a Aquarius sun, and I wonder if they're a Capricorn rising too. But they've got this kind of energy that's there that they like. That I don't feel like you just go along with everything, and oh yeah. I mean, I feel like you stand your ground in a way where you share what your thoughts and that kind of thing, and they like that you're not someone that just is a yes person, "Oh, yeah, yeah, I see where you're coming from, you're right." And you're like, "Well, I can see where you're coming from, but have you thought of this?" And you get them thinking. And with the, air side of us, Aquarians, we love to think, we love to analyze, we love to see things in a different way. We like weird, we like different, we like new and not normal, because Aquarian energy, that Uranus energy of the old ways don't work anymore. We're usually the pioneers of new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things. And that's one of the big things I like here, is that you kind of challenge the status quo. Yeah, you even got on the bottom of the deck the devil card, which is, they call it ego here, but this is that Capricorn energy I was talking about. So that is bubbling below there in the surface, and they love that you um not it's not argue, it's not debate, it's discuss. I feel like you have a good mind on you, um, with all these cards, that you just really um, bring some good information, and they're like, huh, and they really like that. I know it seems like what, but it's mental stimulation. And for air signs, that's what does it for air signs, right? They like the mental. That's the beginning of things. It's like, wow, I need good communication and intelligence and interactions. Otherwise, it feels empty. And so I think they it feels like they like this. Now let's see the positive impact you have on them. Wow. Like you got the cuckoo, the peacock. That's funny. Death and rebirth with the peacock. That's what the release is. And life experience. Um, Important changes that come into your life that require to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions, are right for you. Yeah, so the what is that? I think that's the tower. Is it number 16, the tower? But I like this again, with all these major arcana, I just feel like you, with this endings and beginnings and suddenness of stuff, I just feel like you come out of nowhere with some stuff too. And I feel like they like this. Um, um, I don't know. It feels like, I don't know why they're showing me. Um, Showing me movie scenes, like Mrs. Doubtfire. It was a drive-by fruiting. It's like, I don't know if you have a sense of humor. It just feels like humorous, like Robin Williams, kind of like you do the extraordinary and out of the ordinary, and that's the kind of energy that comes in with like Tower. It's like zingers and funny stuff, or you have these comebacks, and they're just like, I like that. And it just feels like there's a lot of wit. That's the word. Thank you, Spirit. It's like you just have this wit that I feel, and they like that, whether it's designed or not. But I feel like that's the way they perceive it, as that you're kind of witty, and that really, um, they like that. And the Eight of Fire, got the Eight of Wands, so there is some, movement of passion and energy that's here too, that comes in here. Um, I kind of feel like here, especially with this death and rebirth card, because when I got this, I'm like, past life energy. Where's that showing up in here? But yeah, with the death card and this life experience, it definitely has, like, you guys have this underlying energetic connection that's there, that they're just like, what is that? And I feel like that's how you influence them, is that you're just kind of yourself. You share your perspectives, and they like that about you, that you don't just go along with everything. You It's not like you're stubborn, but you definitely have your core beliefs that you mention, and around thoughts and philosophies and whatever. And um, they like that you don't just bend and go, "Oh, that sounds better." You're like, you really are a thinker and witty. So I like that. So hopefully that resonates there, Infinity. But that's what's coming through for that one. So thank you so much for that donation. And then Michelle, thank you so much. I'm gonna jump to you, and then we'll jump back to Infinity, and then Johanna, HTTPS, and then Maria, I think. Let me see here. Yes. So, and I did get your PayPal, so you will be up after that. All right. So, Michelle, let's take a look here for your general reading here, and see what the spirit wants you to know right now. Sorry, I'm just parched today. Probably because I'm drinking coffee too. That doesn't hydrate you; it dehydrates you, right? All right. So let's see. So it does go that way, that way, that way. But they do it this one first, and then those two there, and then those two there. Nope, and not that one. All right. So let us see what we have going on here. Bottom of the deck, you do have the Four of Wands with the otters. I love otters. They're so cute. So joy, celebration, gatherings, kind of energy that's coming in here. It says on the bottom here, which I normally don't read the Four of Wands of this, but it makes sense because it's balanced energy too. It's time to kick back, relax, and celebrate all that you have. Joy arises from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life. So I like the gratitude kind of energy that comes in with it. That's the kind of overall energy on the bottom of the deck. Let's see what this is all about. Yeah, you got the Three of Air, the Three of Swords, which represents normally heartbreak, disappointment. The sad Z's in life even says sadness is a part of life, but you don't have to endure it alone. You may need a little time to heal. And I feel like this is like the opposite of the Four of Wands, and it's like just letting us know that it's okay to feel the feels, and that's part of this giant amusement park of fear rides that we ride. It's not a surprise that there's a lot of opportunities, to have all of this around us, right? It's like here it is all around, right? Um, but we don't have to ride every ride. We can take a break and go to the Zen garden that's in the middle of the amusement park and have an ice cream cone and kick back and just watch the ducks in the pond and have this time to kind of chill and focus on what we're grateful for in our lives too. Knowing that everything happens on purpose for a purpose with the Three of Swords, that we came down here to experience lower vibration. And so when we feel it, don't beat ourselves up about it, unless we want to experience that, because we come down here to do that too. But when we're done, there's always another option. And I like that. There's no right or wrong in our choices. There's just different choices with different experiences. And I kind of look at it like being in a cold pool. It's nice when it's 90 degrees out and you're in the south and you're like, oh my gosh, like uh, when I visited my grandparents when they were alive in Phoenix and it was 120 out, like the pool, it was nice cooling off in the pool, even though the water started to feel like it was bath water. It's like, all right, enough of this. Let's get back in the air conditioner. But, it felt good in that. But if the sun sets and it's winter, you don't want to go in a cold pool. You want to go into that hot tub. So there's different choices at different times in our life. And we do the best we can in each moment, always with the information we have, with our energy. But then we grow and we learn and then we make different choices. But I feel like there's this don't beat yourself up kind of energy, you know, about anything, any choice you've made. You did the best you could with what you had at the time. You're different now. You'd make different choices, but don't beat yourself up. Just learn and grow. That's what it's all about. So I like that. And then you have balance, which this would be the kind of the temperance card coming in here. So the patience and the balance. Yeah, be patient with yourself and know that everything is about progress. And it takes time, it's alchemy, it's going back and forth between the two cups kind of energy, and that everything unfolds in its own timing, and it takes the time that it's going to take. And it's like watching water boil. The more we're like, when are you going to boil? It feels like it takes forever. It's going to take the same amount of time. But when we focus on it, it takes forever. So being more present in the now and just going with the flow, especially with all this relax, relax. I feel like this is great energy for you right now. Yeah, and the Four of Water. So you have the Four of Wands, you have the Four of Cups. So emotional stability, energetic stability, a lot of balancing energy. It's just take as many deep breaths as you can and relax. And yeah, and relax. That's it. Queen of Earth, yeah. Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. Definitely it's time for you to, step back and care for yourself and put yourself first. And this is where this balancing comes in. You don't have to do so much. You don't have to be a crutch for others. You can allow them to experience what they're going to experience, because sometimes they're not going to learn any other way besides the hard way. Most of us, right? We don't point, I point all fingers at me. We learn the hard way the best. It's those lessons we learn the most. And I feel like, one, again, this gentleness on yourself, like a gentle rabbit, be like a gentle rabbit for yourself, but also just release everyone and let everyone learn their own lessons their own way. You know, if it's a child, of course, you're going to give them advice and protect them till they're old enough to make their own decisions. And then you're like, all right, you guys, everyone gets to have their lives. I am having my life. I like this energy coming in here for you. It is about balancing and giving back to yourself. What else do we have here? Yeah. You got the Six of Wands with a rescue dog. That's so funny. And then the ego, the devil card, the you know um, shaking and rattling of our cage, and it's it's like being able to step back and go, what have I learned? All this stuff that was happening for me, and now I'm able to take a step back. The Six of Fire, the Six of Wands is like celebration, joy, fist bumps, high fives, from spirit, if not from humans as well, just about what you've done and how you've accomplished and how far you've come. But the ego, our shadow self, is a part of us. It's not the devil that's, you know, having bad things happen to us. It's our inner child is a part of our shadow, which is wanting to bring things into our view for us so that we can release these things, so we don't have to feel like we're caged and trapped. So there's a lot of mothering and balancing and beautiful um, release coming here through these cards for you here, realizing that whatever situations rattle our cage or have these triggers, that those triggers are inside of us, not out there. um, I actually saw a video. I think it was Instagram or YouTube, one of the shorts or something. But so that's this morning, and they were like, someone was like talking about how, my trigger lights are blinking and they step on it anyway and they push the buttons and boom. And so they need to learn not to push my buttons. And it was funny because the lady that said it she was like, well, no, your buttons are yours. If you didn't have buttons to push, then they wouldn't be triggering anything. And it was like taking responsibility for our triggers, our own triggers. And it was really eye-opening because spirit says this a lot about, the world outside just happens, but it's our story and our choices of emotion and our energy and our actions that our only thing is in our control. And so if something triggers, then I can look at that and I can dismantle that trigger and transform it. So I like that. And then your last two cards here. Yeah. Wow, I got some pretty powerful cards that came out here. So you got the Magician card, which with the unicorn, I love unicorns, and the Hierophant with Unity. So the Hierophant with Unity, this is your higher self calling you to see things from a capital T truth, from a higher place. And the Magician is all about putting your dreams, your truth, your capital T truth into action and um, into your life. And it's not the small T truth of fears that we are all given. You know, these are the things you're getting that are being revealed, but your higher self is calling you to see things from that higher perspective, from a place of unconditional love and from a place of power, that you are truly a, powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being who's made of unconditional love. And you're having a human experience with all the human little, triggers and survival instincts, but that's not who you are. It's just a character you're playing as well as everyone else. And I just feel like there's this big ahas coming in here for you as you're releasing these things. But it's all about balance. It's all about nurturing yourself. It's all about releasing responsibility for everyone else and coming back to you. And I love a German proverb that says, um, you know, sweep in front of your own door. And it's like, yeah, come back to me, and I'm just going to sweep in front of my door. Everyone else can take care of their door, and they can keep it any way they want. But I'm going to keep my door the way I want it. And I'm going to, decorate my front porch the way I want it. Everyone else is their own, but I am taking care of me. I like this for you because you do give a lot to a lot of people and have a lot of your life, but this is the time for you. And I like that. All right. So that's what they have for you, Michelle. So many blessings to you. All right. Hey, Supernova. Welcome. Welcome back. I did complete all of yours already a little while ago. So you might have to rewind a little while, but you're all done. So thank you for all your donations. Excited for your adventure. Bada bada boom. Yeah, I love spirit. I learned so much channeling messages for everyone from spirit. I'm like, I'm sitting back here and I'm like taking notes. I'm like, that's so good. That's so perfect for my life. So I get daily reminders when I'm pulling cards for everyone. All right, so many blessings. All right, and then Infinity. I think we are back to you. Yeah. So Infinity, we're back to your second question. So thank you for your additional donation. Let's give that a love and a like here. And so did you miss out by not suggesting Aquarius and you continue hanging out last night? Oh, yeah, hugely you missed out. No, I'm just kidding. Let's take a look here. We never miss out what is truly meant for us. It's just an extra or not, right? It's like, not going to that luau on my vacation. Did I miss out? There's some things you'd enjoyed, but you probably would have overate, been so full, but oh, I feel so full. So there's always positives and opportunities around everything, right? But let's take a look here and see what they want you to know about. If you had continued hanging out last night, what would they like you to know about that? All right. All right. So let's see here. All right. The bottom of the deck here, you got the Strength card. Leo energy coming in here. We've got that energy that's coming in here with the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is choosing differently, and the Eight of Wands is a lot of passion that's there. And I feel like that no, it wasn't time for this because that things could have ended up going a different route, more intimate, if that makes sense. And but I feel like it would have ruined things, not ruined things, but it would have taken the relationship in a different place. And I like this with the four. You have the four of Earth and the Queen of Pentacles. So Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, and a stable outside world and home. The four of Earth, the four of Pentacles, has this home, and it was. I feel like they were like, if you went, let's like, you were uh, nesting in your home instead. That was the important thing for you to do because that we've got the Emperor and the Two of Cups. That's here. Two of Cups is, of course, important relationship, and the Emperor. They're kind of, that's the kind of that making a choice and determining what they want and what they want to do and all that. And I feel like it's a good, like it was like, not yet, not yet. I don't. I feel like you were like, it was the perfect amount of timing, and that's good. So because it didn't go too much, wasn't too little. It's like Goldilocks, right? It wasn't too much, it wasn't too little. It was just right for what it was. That's what your spirit guides are like. Always leave them wanting a little more. If you what is it? If you give them if you give them the free milk, they'll never buy the cow. That's such an awful comparison, but it's just funny because they're saying it in a funny way. Your spirit guides. It's like you did the perfect amount of what you had. If you had wanted more, you would have stayed longer, but you chose for you, and that's that Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. I choose what I want. And if I wanted more, then I would have pushed for more, but I didn't. And I, so don't second guess yourself or doubt yourself. You're just able to go like, here, I'm good, right? So I like that, you know, um, that energy. So no, I don't feel like you missed out. I feel like it was perfect, perfect timing. So there you go. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Johanna, hello, hello. Cheerio, boy. Oh, you're waiting in ER. Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to send you a bunch of love right now for what's ailing you there. Just to lighten it and fast recovery and clarity, and that they'll move quickly and get you in to see someone and get you some resolution there. All right. Thank you for your donation, my dear. Hope you feel better fast here. It'll be the perfect amount of whatever you're experiencing, of course. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know. What will cheer you up? Like you said, what will cheer you up while you're waiting in an ER? It's a big, tall order. All right. So maybe the little manatee, the picture of the manatee. They're so cute. It's at the Five of Earth, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, and the Five of Pentacles is the underlying energy on the bottom of the deck, which is these feelings of lack and feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, left behind. And I know that can definitely, that comes in when we're looking to humanity to bring us our sustenance in each moment. There's a great transformation that happens with that when we realize that it's the creator, it's spirit that brings us our sustenance in each moment. And they always will bring us what we're needing. Not everything that our ego wants, but always what we're needing and more. They always like to give us more, not just you're on bread and water. They like to bring us things, that are above and beyond too. But when we realize that, there's this beautiful transformation in life that when we realize they are our source, they don't go into fear mode, they don't abandon us. It's humans when we feel uncomfortable, when we feel unsafe and out of control, our little inner child will go into survival mode, and we will abandon people and take things back because we're like, no, I gotta have it all for me. And that's when how we experience abandonment. Usually when we're 7 years old and younger is when the big stuff happens that we remember for forever. The first time we are left somewhere and we're like, oh no, my tribe left me here, like with a babysitter, or um they go on vacation somewhere and someone's watching us, like, well, why didn't you take me with you? How could you abandon me? We experience all that, but then, we develop this fear of lack, this fear of not being enough, this fear of abandonment, until we connect with the creator and we realize humans are just the delivery company that bring us things, you know, but it all comes from creator and source, like the UPS driver or FedEx or DHL, whatever you guys use in your country. It's when we order from Amazon, it's Amazon that's sending it to me, but it's delivered through another party sometimes. And it's like, all right, thank you for bringing that. You thank the person, thank you, but you're like, thank you, right? So I like this transformation of fullness of you're always going to have everything you need. Let's see what else comes in here. Got the Page of Fire. So Page of Wands, which is new energy, new spark. That's coming your way here. It's energy. So I feel like that you do have this new spark that's happening here. Let's see what brings that in here. They kind of just didn't give me anything. I'm like, well, where's this coming from? Like, well, there's other cards. So I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So you got King of Water. Well, we like this. The King of Water, the King of Cups, is the balance between head and heart, and so there is new passion. Yeah, okay. So I guess this would maybe cheer you up a little, saying that you do have this warm-hearted, devoting, loving, faithful individual that's coming your way, this new spark of passion, this person who is so compatible. It's one of my compatible partner cards that's coming in here. So they're like, um, but I like that, like, they're not going to give you what you need. Um, it comes from creator, but it can be delivered through this individual. So I like that they're like, don't expect them to be everything. You're going to find that inward and upward, but they're bringing you this, you know, uh, beautiful, compatible individual. Let's see here. Yep, Two of Wands. The timing will depend on the energy that you're investing with the Two of Fire. You get the Pelican, and so if we, when we focus on what we're grateful for, right? Then, it's like, so we can focus on the gratitude. Thank you that you're bringing this very compatible, beautiful person to me. I'm so grateful. And we release it and we surrender. We're just to sit in gratitude, not, hey, where are they at? How are they coming? Blah, blah, blah. We don't get involved and try to control that. We just are moved to this place of gratitude. That's what brings them in sooner. Otherwise, it'll take a while to arrive. But I do like that here. So I like that. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah. So the Three of Earth, Three of Pentacles, nothing you need to do but be true to the authentic you and be you. Don't, fear that you have to change to be something more, to be something that someone wants, and, afraid of losing support or being punished, all that. It's about be true to you and live your passion, live your life, you know, go for the blue ribbon, you know. And so I like this energy that comes in here, because it is about that. And then that's why I was like, oh, get the prairie dogs. 10 of Cups is this joy, 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 joy that will be coming your way. So, just allow yourself to go with the flow and just sit in that gratitude and that joy. Allow that to come forward, because there's nothing that you have to do to make things, come true and all that. It's just kind of natural how it's unfolding, because you also have the Eight of Pentacles with the parrot. And the Eight of Pentacles is like the caterpillar going in the cocoon, and it's just things unfold naturally. They lose their skin and become caterpillar juice, and then they transform into a butterfly. So trust the journey, trust the flow, and just enjoy what's coming, and seeing the butterfly is who you are and who you'll be, and the butterfly that'll be waiting for you there, who is this other King of Cups, that they're going to be someone who's compatible, not someone who's a fixer-upper or a rescue dog, because we have a rescue dog in this deck too, and it's about sitting and being and flowing with who you are. So I like that for you. All right, so that's what they have for you, Hannah. Hang in there, my dear. Hope you feel better soon. Much love, and thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right, and then not Jeep, HTTTPS, you are up. So let's give that some love and a like there. I know you and Jeep are like on this parallel thing the other day. It's like you're brothers from a different mother. All right, so thank you for the donation. Anyone know whatever comes out? Let's give that one more shuffle here. And then Maria, you will be up after that. All right. Jeep, Jeep, honk, honk, beep, beep. All right. So what should they want you to know right now? Okay, those. Okay, in the bottom of the deck, a couple of unseen things they want you to see here. All right. So what is happening here for you here? All right. All right. So the unseen. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, this after they took the cards that they want you to have here, we got the Three of Pentacles, which is about being true to your authentic self. And you even have the Death card underneath that. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. So you've got this, major arcana release, this death and this rebirth card coming in, and this, I feel like there's this reinventing yourself, because literally, oh my gosh, how far do these go? You've got I don't normally, go very lot deep in the bottom of the deck, but there's all this energy. And so I feel like you're entering there, like you're heading into this huge transformational time in your life. I mean, Death card, I'm like, yeah, well, there it goes. But underneath that, you've got the Lovers card, another major arcana. They're all purple, right? And then you got the Chariot card, number 7 major arcana, and then the number 5 Unity major arcana, and you've got the number 8 the Justice card coming in there. You have the Ego Devil card coming in there. In the mix, you have the Ace of Water, the Ace of Cups, which is self-love, and up there, and then you have the High Priestess, and then you have the Star card. So you got all of these major arcana about connecting to yourself and knowing who you are, and the shaking and the rattling and the choices. And so with all of these cards, I'm just like, holy cow. And what's amazing too, the 2 cards that were on the bottom of the deck that were hidden unknown are also 2 major arcana, which is the Emperor and the Life Experience. I think that's the Tower. And so they've got this, this is what they're, you've got all that. I mean, that have that many major arcana, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have another one here too. So you actually have 11 major arcana out of the 21 that are available. So you got like half of them that are hitting right with all of this. But the core of it is this transformation of self, of your authentic self, and that there's some things falling away that you're doing that is bringing it forward. Because the first card that came out is your other major arcana, which is Awakening. the hanged man, the transformation from caterpillar to butterfly, and coming out here. So you definitely have this significant change that's coming here with you and with what you're wanting to authentically do and be and um, yeah, do and be. Yeah, speaking of and be, because you got the B. So 3 cards that came out after that is the Eight of Fire, which Eight of Wands is a lot of energy, a lot of movement, but it's messages from spirit. And you also have the Queen of Wands, which also is all about messages from spirit and about focusing your energy and and what you're looking at. And it's talented, brilliant, independent, charming is the energy that comes with that. But because um she gets that cups energy, already has the energetic connection to spirit. Both of those together mean that you're going to have this ton of guidance, tons of messages around you coming in. And some is because you haven't, not that you haven't asked to communicate with spirit, but they're giving you a boatload more of communication than you've ever asked for, because it's such a significant time. All these major arcana means it's like a huge shift that's happening in your life here. So they're giving you confirmations, information, clarity all over the place. You just need to get quiet and raise your vibration to be at that frequency at which they speak, which is the, of course, unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude. That's where they're at there. And they are amongst this with the Seven of Swords. They are showing you the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have thieved from me in the past, that have been that deception and uh, stolen opportunities and stuff before. So that's a lot of the clarity that's coming in, is they're showing you these old beliefs, these old things that are bubbling below the surface, because I feel like you've done a lot of conscious shadow work and things, but they're bringing up some stuff going, all right, we're cleaning house here, look at, got to get, we're transforming this stuff. And this is not them meddling in your life. This is what you ask them to do at this time in your life. You're like, all right, at this point, whatever I haven't done, we're doing. And they're like, are you sure? Sign here, initial here, because this is your will. So they're bringing all this stuff up here for you, just like this purging that's happening in your life. It does bring you abundance in the outside world. So I feel like it's a big internal. You got both the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, to the most abundant and fulfilling and opening things in the outside world. So your external life feels full and feels like things are coming in. But uh, I feel like all this internal stuff is what triggers, because we change from the inside out, not the outside in. And so this changes are a fullness that's coming in, even more than you've ever had, is what's going into the outside world. Yeah. And so, like I said, you had the Emperor and the Tower card. So this is a time where you are really choosing, what you're wanting to um, do and be, and what you're, it's like suddenness of cutting things out of your life, and things are going to be suddenly cut out of your life, but it's all happening for you. And but you're going through this huge transformation here. It's looking good, absolutely, like you're saying there. But wow, it just feels like your world turns upside down for you to realize with a hanged man. Oh, I've been hanging. That's so funny, because a caterpillar hangs upside down from a tree and builds the cocoon, and it thinks I'm right side up. But then when it leaves the cocoon as the butterfly, it goes, oh, holy cow, I've been upside down this whole time. And you're correcting the, where you're at, because butterflies don't fly upside down, they fly right side up. So that's so funny. Wow, what a beautiful energy coming in here for you. So that's what they have for you right now, HTTPS. So buckle up. Here we go. All right. So many blessings to you. And thank you again for your donation. All right. And then Maria, thank you so much for your check-in and for your donation. And then Amanda, you'll be up after that. I should be able to get you in here. We'll be on for about 10 more minutes, but I should be able to get yours in here too before we go. I think that will be it. And for all the free readings, I haven't got to any of those yet. But I'm going to go spend about an hour with my Praying Mantis members and then eat. And then I'll be back about an hour and a half or so. And I'll complete all free readings today. All right. So happy birthday, Dee. Absolutely. We'll get you some birthday messages when we come back for sure. All right. So Maria. So did David think of you today? All right. His thoughts and feelings today. Yeah, I feel like he got some good rest. Is that it? Yes, so what does Spirit want you to know about the David and Maria connection? What's coming in the future? The future episodes of the days of our lives. So the bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Air. So a lot, they're really in their head today. I mean, when are they not? But they're really, really in their head today because the King of Air rolls over swords and gets a second sword. So they're really in their head. So doing a lot of thinking and just in general. So let's take a look here and see what did he think of you today? Yeah. So he did here because we got the World card, which is victory, but ending of like big cycles and beginnings of new adventures. And the King of Water is one of the, balancing of the head and the heart that comes in here. And, there definitely is this, compatibility with the King of Cups. It's one of the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups are this balance of head and heart. And that just has this energy of like, what a great compatible person, would be with me. And so I just feel like they were thinking about how much you have in common and how, how the world would change. And I feel like they're like looking at their world and just seeing how you would fit into it and how it would work. So like we were talking about yesterday, why are they going to put some thinking into it? Well, I'm thinking that they were, really doing that, today. So yeah, it's like, all right, what are you going to do? Well, we'll see what the thoughts were here, his thoughts and feelings here. So let's take a look here. Well, got the star card, the dream come true kind of card. Again, there's balancing energy that comes with this card too, but I just feel like here's their thoughts and their feelings is like, you check off everything in this dream comes true kind of thing. Yeah, exactly. How it would be, how would this work? Because they're trying to figure it out. And so daydreaming a little bit, it kind of feels like kind of energy that comes in there. But, it comes back to that, type of thing that's happening. So it's very, very interesting, with that. But let's see what else unfolds here. So what does Spirit want you to know about your connection here, right? So strength and courage, the lion and the lamb. Oh, but it says true strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. You have tremendous personal power and courage. So it's going to take courage for them to really step forward, right? Yeah, definitely some sparkle there, but I feel like that they're it's going to take a lot of courage for them to step and to consider, really honestly, consciously consider, a relationship because of their position. It always comes back to that. Let's see what these other cards are. Wow. Yeah, we've got the death and rebirth again, like with the world card, endings and beginnings. You know, it's like uh almost a fear of an ending and a beginning. Like this could be the end of my career at this place. And it's like, is it what I want? Is it, I just feel like they're really looking at what it would all be and how it would have to be. Or maybe they're just gonna like fire you so they can date you. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Wow, all these major arcana again too coming in here. We got the justice, so it is all this balancing out of things again. They're trying to figure out some legalities, thinking through their, employee handbook, but also this they're trying to balance out their the thinking with the fears and how things would have to be and how things would have to unfold with that too. So I like it all. I mean, I feel like they're in this kind of they got some rest. I feel like they're just kind of chilling. They have like zero motivation. And so they're just using their mental energy and we're just kind of having some coffee on their back porch, just kind of just thinking about life. And I feel like that kind of came up with it all too, as they're listening to the music, and just kind of hmm, daydreaming a little bit. And then reality hits, right? And they're like, okay, well, how could that? And they spend a little bit of time, and they're like, all right, I got to get going again. And so I feel like they're, pushing themselves today, but I like that. Yeah, probably so. I just feel like they were kind of chilling on their back porch before it got too hot or something. And then, like, all right, back inside, got to get some stuff done. Ain't going to be done on its own. All right, so that's what they have there for you, my dear. So we'll see what happens as the world turns. All right. So many blessings to you. And thank you again for your daily donations. All right. And then Amanda, I think we should be able to get you in here. I want to make sure I give you what full information. So if I go over a little bit, my praying mantis may not hang me upside down. But thank you for your donation. And Amanda, anyone to know, was Taurus truthful about his feelings he expressed to you? All right. Let's give these a good shuffle here and let's tap into this Taurus's energy and see was he honest about his feelings? Was it truthful? And then what else do they want you to know? Sometimes people have the best intentions, but do they have the capability? So we'll look at that. So were they? Okay. Let's see what these other cards are here. Okay. 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 All right. I feel here you got the King of Swords, and then we also have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is deception, it's our fears and those things. And I feel like that might be what you're picking up from them is that how they're deceiving themselves and do they believe it themselves? So with the King of Air, they're in their head. They really are, they do feel with this communication. King of Air, master of communication. Um, I do feel like they feel that the feelings they expressed with their mind though. Are they an air sign? I just feel like this King of Air, like a lot of air. Um, but they're sharing with you with their intentions and they really believe that's there. I like the Wheel of Fortune and Awakening coming in here, which shows that they are capable. They just have to do a little transformation, which they are in. And the Wheel of Fortune is a very positive card. The Awakening is just kind of a it's gonna transform, and they're gonna show you over time, kind of energy coming in here. And I do feel like this is kind of a new approach for them because the bottom of the deck we have the Full card, the dreamer, which is they do have this dream. This is really what their intentions are. It really is what their desires are. And I just feel like it's going to take time for them to feel like they can give you what they are saying that they want to give you. And they will over time. You definitely have we got the sun card. When you have the sun card in the wheel of fortune, it's abundance. It's beautiful energy that's coming in here. So I really like that. And the king of fire and the four of fire, is about the king of fire is like someone who's very capable of putting their energy and making things happen. And the four of wands here is joy, celebration, is the marriage card. So if they express their feelings like they want to marry you, or marry you someday, they can and they will with this four of wands. So I do feel like they were truthful in their um, their intentions and their feelings. The capacity is there. They just are have to get there, right? Um, so if you're feeling like, oh, I don't know, I'm feeling something weird, it's because they've got their fears that are inside, that of failure, of abandonment, and these other thoughts and beliefs they had when they were younger that happened. But I like it all. I just feel like they're battling between their head and their heart, but I do show the heart wins. The fears that hold us back as humans are, because of things we experienced when we were younger. But I do like this energy. It just feels like they have the capacity. They don't have 100% of it today, but they have the ability, and I do show that they have the will and the power to do so. Sun and Wheel of Fortune, I just feel very positive about it all. I don't have any alarms going off, but I feel like they wanted to tell you that, like, because you're empathic, you're picking up some stuff. Going, what's this uncertainty that's there? Well, that has to do with that. Doesn't have to do anything to do with you. Has to do with their past that they're working through. But it doesn't have to do with. They don't feel uncertain with you. They just feel these fears of these whispers. What if you can't do this? What if? And they're like, shut up. Because their heart's like, I want to be expressed. So I like it. So I like that for you, Amanda. And that's what they have for you. So many, many blessings. All right. And thank you again for your donation. All right, everybody. I'm late already to my praying mantis, but I'm going to grab screenshots real quick. And so for all the free readings, I did not get to any of them yet, but I shall return in about an hour and a half after I spend some time with my praying mantis members and I get some nutrition in me so I don't pass out. And then I'll complete all free readings. It'll just be, like I said, a couple of hours here. So thank you guys for all the thumbs up and all of the donations. That helps me continue doing what I'm doing. And you're part of the love tsunami, helping spread the Zen love to the world. So I appreciate every one of you. And thank you for your patience in getting to the free readings. I do honor my community. That's why I like to come back on and finish all the free readings as well. Then I won't be back until Friday for free readings, but if you're wanting something in the meantime, I have a ton of content on my main page. I've got, July monthlies out there, solstice, 3-month relationship readings that are good for the next 3 months, pick a cards around the new moons and meditations and all sorts of stuff that's free. So if you want to check that out, and I can't forget my podcast, From Chaos to Cozy, which gives us a bunch of information on how to transform the chaos into our lives to coziness. So be sure to check those out. And then I offer, of course, personal readings and other things. All that information is in the description box of the video if you are so interested. So thank you guys again. And remember, every second of every day of your life that you are truly, eternally, unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.